Hey, today let's review our parts to What is Life by George Harrison. I'm sure that all of you remember everything we've done on this, but just in case, here's a little bit of a recap because I think you'll be able to go along and play with the actual recording of the song, which I'll include in a link below. So let's start with our single note people. So we're starting in the intro, which is basically identical to the chorus. We're starting on this E major riff that is just walking down the E major scale. So we're going E, D sharp, C sharp, B, and then back up to the D sharp, C sharp, B, A, B, and then the second phrase starting the same way, E, D sharp, C sharp, B, back to D sharp, C sharp, B, A, and then this little turnaround, A, B, C sharp, B. So we're staying in first position, and we're trying to keep our fingers in that position the entire time. So that whole riff sounds like this. Even with that little mistake in there. So after that, we're going to play the turnaround, which gets us into the verse. And if we recall, the turnaround leaving the intro is slightly different than the other choruses. But what we've got is D, C sharp, B, B, B. Okay, so let's try a couple times through that riff into the turnaround. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, here we go. D. Okay, cool. So that is our intro. Then let's talk about just the slight variation we have in the other choruses, getting us out of the chorus. We have this slight variation from D. Instead of we have D, 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 C sharp, B, and that's it. That's the only difference. So let's try a chorus with that variation, okay? Same length of time. 1, 2, ready, go. Here we go to D. That's it. So let's review our verse part. And just as a reminder, this is exactly identical to the bass line, so anyone who's playing bass can also play this exact part at the same time. So our verse line is a little bit more complicated, but I think you probably all remember it mostly. So starting on an E, 2nd fret, now we're in 2nd position, 2nd fret with our first finger. We're going E, so let's do that again. We've got E, E, B, B, E, E, C sharp, B, F sharp, G sharp, B. Okay, so let's just do that one part. 1, 2, ready, go, and. Very good. Okay, so our next part, we're starting on our B, the note we just landed on. We're going B. So that's B, B, F sharp, B, B, F sharp, G sharp, B, C, C sharp. So, and by the way, I'm kind of pulling my fingers away just so you can see my finger more clearly what I'm doing, but in real context you might play it like this. Keeping your fingers close so that you're ready for the frets. Okay, so then we've got our C sharp line. We've got, that's C sharp, C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, E, F, F sharp. So that goes. Then we've got F sharp, C sharp, E, E, F sharp, G. Then when we land on that G, we're going G, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B. So let's try that whole thing. 1, 2, ready, go. B. And that's back to the top right there. That's one time through the verse. So, what I recommend, I think we were getting pretty close to the real tempo in class, so I'd recommend just trying to play along with the song. I think it'll be pretty intuitive. I think it'll all come flying back to you. So let's jump to the chords. So for our intro, we've got 3 main chords. We've got E, our open E major chord, B major, our 7th fret, 6-string bar chord, starting on the 7th fret, yeah, and then down to the 5th fret, same shape, A major, and our rhythm there will be this: E, B, A, A, B, E, B, A, B. That's it. Then to get out of that section, at least from the intro, what we're doing is these power chords. We're doing D, and then A over C sharp, which all you need to do is move your first finger back 1 fret. So we're going, and then down to B. So that shape is just 5th fret on the A string, 7th fret on the D string, then moving down, first finger to the 4th fret on the A string, and then moving down, first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D string. So that goes. That gets us out of the intro. And if you recall, there's a slightly different version of that leading us out of the verses, out of the choruses. So we're going D, D, C sharp, B. And that's it. That's the only variation. So let's jump to the verse. A few more chords here. Let me just go one at a time. We've got E major. Tried and true. E major. Then we're going to B major, that chord from the intro and the choruses. Then we're moving up to C sharp major. Same shape, up 2 frets. Then we've got F sharp minor, which you can do 2 different ways. You can do this, which is the same shape pretty much, but we're moving the entire shape to the 5th string, starting on the 6th string, on the 5th string. And we're just muting the 6th string or just skipping it all together. That's our F sharp minor. And that's a great way of playing it, but I think another great way, which is a little bit harder, is by jumping down to the 2nd fret and playing our minor shape down there. So normally our major chord looks like this. All you need to do is take off your middle finger. You kind of have to make sure you apply enough pressure to hear the 3rd string ring. That's the only difficult part about it. That's our F sharp minor though. And then we go to this turnaround, we go G major, open G, then maybe a new chord for some of you, D over F sharp, and that would be 2nd fret on the low E, mute the A string, open D string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret of the G string, pinky, 3rd fret of the B string, and then we're muting the high E string. And then we play an open E, and then D. So that goes like this. So let me play the whole verse, just so you get a feel for that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. And E, B, C sharp, F sharp minor. Again. Up to B. C sharp. Do high F sharp this time. Down to G. And then we're back to a chorus there. So, after you've reviewed the chords, what I'd recommend doing is to jump to the original recording of the song and trying to play along with the whole thing. Yeah, good luck.